My topic today is Around the Fire, Tell a Story. This type of preaching has been historically called narrative preaching. Because when you look back at history, especially back in the old days, traditionally people used to sit around a fire and one generation will tell stories to the next generation. So narrative preaching adopts this style, where we don't give facts and dish out facts. We don't give graphs. Narrative preaching is where we tell a story. Usually we take a story from the Bible. We get involved in the story so that we find ourselves in the story. And sometimes you can preach it as though you are one of the characters of the story and give your perspective of your encounter. You get that? The Gospels are written in a narrative style. That is why Matthew has a description of Jesus in a particular way. John speaks about Jesus in a different way. And yet they're all speaking about the same Jesus. They are telling the story of Jesus according to how they have interacted with Jesus. That is narrative preaching. Narrative preaching is not telling stories, but it is using stories to communicate the message. So when the Holy Spirit inspires you to tell a story from the Bible, creatively, you know that you are preaching around the fire, tell a story. That's what narrative preaching is all about. And Abigail, who preached yesterday, you remember?
Yeah.
She spoke about Lazarus, John chapter 11. Did you see how she demonstrated it, how she illustrated it, and then in the end she made a point? We all clapped for her at the end. It was beautifully portrayed. That is a narrative story. Okay? So narrative preaching is a powerful way to preach, but we have to learn how to do it. And in this chapter, you learn how to construct a story. You learn how to do it. Because knowing what to do is one thing. Knowing how to do it is another thing. That's what this chapter is all about. Thank you very much.